Record numbers of Georgians used their voices and voted in the last election. And in response to this swell in Democratic participation, politicians in our state legislature responded not in celebration, but with retaliation. They could have gotten busy having not seen the outcome that some of them wanted. They could have gotten busy changing their message or adjusting their policy. Instead, they got busy changing the rules as if the democracy belongs to them and not the people. We've seen voter suppression bills since the election in November and January all across this country. 360 voter suppression bills in 47 states, an increase of 100 bills since I highlighted this issue on the Senate floor just a month ago. As of today, 5 of these bills, including in my own state of Georgia, have been signed into law. The truth is, politicians in their craven lust for power are willing to sacrifice our democracy by using the big lie as a pretext for their true aim. Some people don't want some people to vote. To be sure, we've seen these kinds of voter suppression tactics before, aimed at the same communities. They are a part of a long and shameful history in Georgia and throughout our nation, but that history is also filled with moments of hope and promise.
As a necessary reminder, post-Reconstruction laws known as Jim Crow that targeted Black voters never explicitly excluded eligible citizens by race. Then, as now, the laws surgically aimed at behaviors to limit access. With hundreds of bills pending, a significant number of the worst attacks on the right to vote are made possible by the Supreme Court's gutting of the Voting Rights Act of 1965 and the 2013 Shelby County v. Holder decision. That decision authorized states and localities with a history of voting discrimination to again impose limits, restrictions, and barriers to participation. The dramatic proliferation of state-level anti-voting laws across the country in 2021 demonstrates the urgent need for Congress to bring the VRA's pre-clearance formula into the modern era, to reinstate federal oversight over discriminatory voting practices, and to strengthen and protect voting rights wherever suppression occurs. Protecting voting rights has been a bipartisan endeavor since the enactment of the Voting Rights Act of 1965 and through every subsequent reauthorization. While each of us may likely have a declared party loyalty, our first obligation is to the fundamental standards of democracy, which must be aggressively nonpartisan. Actions taken to restrict access, thwart participation, or discourage engagement are antithetical to our national creed and should be condemned by every patriot. Instead, we must advocate for voting rights, not to ensure the success of a single party or ideology, but to guarantee a vigorous and fair debate amongst Americans of goodwill.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.